Pope Leo XIV is openly challenging Donald Trump. He continues to speak against Trump's leadership and actions. He is also condemning the war in Iran, and he is raising concerns about migrant treatment. At the same time, the situation is becoming more intense. Donald Trump is now reacting strongly to this criticism. 3. Senior cardinals in the United States spoke out. They appeared on national television and criticized Trump. I will explain more about that shortly, but first, look at Trump's recent behavior. This is where things take an unusual turn. He posted a long and aggressive message online. In that post, he attacked the Pope directly. He called him weak on crime and foreign policy. He even claimed the Pope owed his position to him. That statement raises serious questions about intent. Then the situation escalated further. Trump shared AI images of himself as Jesus. He showed himself blessing a sick person. This detail is difficult to ignore. All of this is happening during a global crisis. There is an ongoing war in Iran. People are suffering across multiple regions, yet these actions continue online. The images included an American flag background. They appeared highly stylized and artificial. This adds another layer to the situation. It suggests a shift in tone and focus. Over the weekend, something important happened. A prayer vigil for peace was held. Pope Leo delivered a strong message there. It was his sharpest criticism so far. He described the moment as dangerous and misguided. He warned against a belief in unlimited power. He also criticized invoking God. In war, this statement carries deeper implications. He said leaders ignoring God create false idols. He described these as blind and unresponsive forces. He urged the world to reject war. He emphasized that real strength protects life. The Pope shared messages from children. These came from active war zones. They described fear, pain, and loss. This perspective is difficult to dismiss. He urged people to listen to children. He repeated that message clearly. This point stands at the center of his speech. It highlights a human perspective often overlooked. People come from many beliefs and backgrounds. Some believe in faith, others do not, but certain values remain consistent. Humanity and compassion are universal principles. Standing for dignity is a shared responsibility. Recognizing truth is equally important. These ideas form the foundation of this discussion, and they are being emphasized strongly here. The Pope continues speaking without hesitation. Reports suggest he was directly threatened. This adds a serious dimension to the story. It changes how events are interpreted. According to reports, a warning was delivered. It referenced historical actions against past popes. The message suggested consequences if criticism continued. This is viewed as a significant escalation. In the Vatican, this was taken seriously. It was interpreted as a potential threat. Given global events, concern increased quickly. This context matters when analyzing responses. However, the Pope did not retreat. Instead, he became more vocal. He continued addressing Trump's actions publicly. This response is notable. 3 American cardinals also spoke out. They appeared together in a joint interview. They criticized the war and immigration policies. They also shared new data. Attendance at Spanish-language Mass has declined. The drop is linked to fear among communities. This detail adds another layer to the issue. It reflects broader social impact. The Pope's decisions also carry symbolic meaning. He chose to spend a national celebration elsewhere. He went to a location tied to migrant deaths. This choice sends a clear message. One cardinal explained the reasoning. He said the priority is the marginalized. Those facing hardship come first. This reflects the Pope's current focus. Another key figure also spoke out. A senior church leader delivered a message. He addressed the war directly. His words carried urgency. He said prayer alone is not enough. He urged action from both citizens and leaders. He warned negotiations could fail. This introduces further uncertainty. He said the country could re-enter conflict. At that moment, people must respond. They must speak clearly and together. They must reject war openly. Those words carry strong meaning. They reflect growing concern within leadership. Now attention shifts back to Trump's response. His statements continue to raise questions. He criticized the Pope publicly again. He called him ineffective and misguided. He questioned his priorities and leadership. This continues the ongoing conflict. He also made additional claims. He said the Pope was not originally considered. He suggested personal influence in the selection. This claim is widely disputed. He referenced political figures as well. He criticized perceived affiliations. He urged the Pope to change direction. This message was delivered forcefully. Later, he spoke to reporters directly. This happened after returning from an event. He repeated his criticism of the Pope. He maintained his position clearly. He said he was not a supporter. He described the Pope as too liberal. He linked this to crime policies. This framing adds another dimension. He also referenced nuclear concerns. He questioned the Pope's stance. He tied it to global security issues. This expands the scope of disagreement. At this point, a new voice enters. A commentator joined the discussion. He provided insight into the situation. His perspective adds context. He described the moment as historic. He noted the unusual nature of events. A sitting president is attacking a pope. This rarely happens. He also explained religious beliefs. He said the pope's selection is spiritual. It is believed to be guided by God. This belief is central to the faith. He contrasted that with Trump's claim. Trump said he influenced the outcome. This creates a clear conflict. It raises deeper questions about perspective. He also mentioned past behavior. Similar images had been shared before. This pattern is important to consider. It suggests consistency in actions. He discussed public reaction as well. He noted differences in approval ratings. The Pope holds strong public support. Trump's ratings are lower by comparison. He suggested this may explain reactions. He believes Trump is responding emotionally. He said the behavior appears defensive. This interpretation is widely discussed. Another perspective was shared next. The discussion turned to public perception. Many people expressed pride in the Pope. This includes families and communities. The conversation broadened further. It focused on universal values. Compassion and dignity were highlighted. These ideas remain central. The role of leadership was examined. The Pope's position carries influence. How that influence is used matters. This point is emphasized repeatedly. The unity within the Church was noted. Different groups are standing together. This includes varied perspectives. This unity is significant. Support appears widespread. Few voices are defending Trump here. This stands out. In the discussion, it signals a shift in alignment. The emotional connection was also explained. Faith remains part of identity. Even non-practicing individuals feel it. This creates lasting influence. The Pope is seen as one of them. He was born in the United States. He shares that national identity. This strengthens the connection. The broader political impact was discussed. This could affect voter groups, especially those within religious communities. The situation may evolve further. Finally, symbolism was addressed. Leaders communicate through actions. Every detail can send a message. This is especially true now. The contrast between images was noted. One shows compassion and unity, the other raises confusion. This difference is striking. The discussion ends with reflection. What defines leadership in this moment and how these actions are perceived? These questions remain open.